Namastizzle. I think that's gonna be my new word. Namastizzle. Oh man. Let me say it again. Namastizzle. Nah, that don't even sound right. Namaste. What's up, people? Hope y'all enjoying your Sunday, day before Memorial Day, and Texas is 97 degrees. It's uncomfortably hot. Know what I mean? Uncomfortably hot. It's all good though. Of course, I'm in the house. So yesterday I made a promise, not a promise, but to a couple of the people who were on one of the past few lives asked me to review the Conjuring. Okay. So let's see if they are here. I found this to be an interesting movie. Okay. Very interesting. I know that there's like a couple of these movies. It's like a series. So again, I watched the movie yesterday during the daytime. Wasn't bad. For modern horror, it wasn't bad. Not at all. It wasn't bad. Had a few, jumpy moments. What's up, Think Big Star Child? What's going on? Again, okay. So a little background. I don't like modern horror movies. I think they whack. I think the updated technology makes it whacker. You know what I mean? I like old school horror. Kind of actually makes you scared to go to sleep, like The Exorcist, The Omen, Carrie, Christine, shit like that. Okay. I think what they've done with the modern horrors is they've taken out the suspense element. They don't know how to build up to it like the old horror did. That's not to say that there are no good ones out there. But when I was speaking on it a couple of lives ago, somebody asked me what I think of The Conjuring. I said I'd never seen it before. But I said I would watch it and give a review. So that's what I'm doing now. Oh, Hellraiser is my shit. Hellraiser is my shit. Yes, yes. I love all the Hellraisers. That is cheesy, but it's hard. You know what I mean? And I'm fond of saying that all movies have some kind of meaning to them, or they're telling the same story over and over again, or they have occult themes and people don't see it, or they got hero themes. You know what I mean? But The Conjuring was, it was interesting. It wasn't bad. It was an interesting movie. It really was. The first thing I noticed is that it might be, now answer this for me, because I'm not sure about it, but is this movie, The Conjuring, is this movie related to Annabelle? Does anybody know the answer to that? No. Because it seems like it referenced Annabelle, and I haven't seen that one either. So, not sure. Not sure. But first thing I noticed is that these people gave permission to inhabit a doll. This is why it's so important, that if you're working with deities, that you know the characteristics of that deity, you know their nature, whether they're hot or cold. Okay, because you should never give a deity permission to inhabit something. All right. The only instance this is agreeable is if you're working with the jinn. Okay. But to just allow a spirit to inhabit a doll, yeah, that's not a good thing to do. Unless you are an able magician. You know what I mean? Um, Next thing I noticed is that they threw the doll away, right? This was in the beginning of the film. They threw the doll away, just plainly threw it away. All right. So another mistake number two. Okay. I had a friend of my daughter's come to me and ask for some assistance. She said that she was in this abusive relationship, right? And she had to have the man physically removed from her house. After that, her life took a turn for the worse. She thought getting rid of him would help her problem. It made it worse. Okay. And they were both into magic, right? And come to find out he didn't do any spells on him, but said that you're gonna have problems if I ever leave. All right. Follow me so far? So um she got fired from a job. All kinds of just crazy shit start happening. So for no reason. Asked me for assistance. I said, do you have anything there that still belongs to him? Turns out she did. He has like this machete or something like that. It's a machete. It was real odd looking and it was like kind of rusted too. I said, all right. Is that the only thing? Yes. So okay. Take that machete and throw it the hell away. All right. I said, but this is how you do it. You saturate it. You damn near bury it in salt. Sea salt if you have it. If not, regular salt's fine. So put it in a plastic bag and bury it in salt. Then throw it away. Okay. Salt is universal for protection. Because she could not figure out what he had done to make her life a living hell after. Her life was actually worse once he left. So it was that one thing. You know what I'm saying? This is what I saw in The Conjuring. Okay. They just threw the doll away. If you're going to throw something away that has something in it like that, like a spirit in it, you need to salt it. Bury it in salt. Okay. All right. Okay. And then there was a lot of truth in this movie too. A whole lot of truth. Of course, they got to make it entertaining. You know what I mean? They got to make it entertaining. But some of the things that was said in this movie actually applies. Like demonic spirits can cause obsession. That's absolutely true. Okay. Rotten meat. The smell of rotten meat. I don't know if you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. But every time that spirit was near, they can smell rotten meat. And then if you ever smell rotten meat, it's not a pleasant smell. It's pretty nauseating, right? All right. Also, okay, I had some friends kind of do this, some Luciferians that I knew a long time ago. They took a demon and gave it rotten meat as an offering. All right, so one of them's not here anymore, and the other one in and out of jail and on drugs. Just a thought. That's not something good you should do. They thought by doing that is more of an acceptable sacrifice because it's a demon. All right, that's not a good idea. You not a good idea. They say even when they was performing the ritual outside, the wind, it got cloudy all of a sudden. The wind was picking up and everything. I said, why would y'all even do something like that? Okay. There's certain offerings the spirits like, but rotten meat is not. That's no. That's just not smart. Okay. Put it that way. It's just not smart. Okay. All right. I noticed also that it has a thing, a clock stopped 3:07 every night. Okay. 3:07 every night. Remember, between 3 and 4 o'clock in the morning is the witching hour, universally known. Okay. And again, like I said, the person, the couple, um, they just had so much bad luck after that incident of feeding rotten meat to a demon. It's just, please don't ever do that. Rotten meat. That's Think about it, people. Don't Please do not do that. Okay, that's just not a smart thing. Okay, the latching on to people. Yes, like coming after children. This is a true thing also because of their life force. They showed you this in the movie Poltergeist. Also, you know what I mean. Um, Again, they threw a lot of true things into this movie, The Conjuring. I give them credit for this movie. I saw elements of um, elements of other movies, classics, The Exorcist, the Amityville Horror, Supernatural series with Sam and Dean, The Birds. You know what I mean? So kudos to them for making a movie that included all of those elements from other horror pictures. See what I'm saying? Um, I actually know people who these things have happened to, this actual story. The people I know, though, dabblers, okay? Actual dabblers of magic, was not well versed in anything in the occult or anything like that, and decided to give it a try, okay? Without knowing any kind of basics, and they went right into the deep end. Okay, one ended up homeless. Okay, the other one out of her mind. Okay, this is why. I'm not saying these things to make myself look good. Okay, when I say that you actually need to learn, get somebody to learn magic from. Learn the basics first. Okay, I don't say that just to say it. Okay, I know way too many people who just jumped into it, not knowing anything at all, and then they fucked up. Drugs, jail, dead. You know, just do your research. Okay, just do your research. I know current society says you can Google everything, and then bam, you got a business. But I mean, I'm still seeing it happen too. So The Conjuring actually was a good movie. Hey, Papa Ken, how you doing? Hello, Donna Dash. Donna Dash. That's an interesting name. Hello, Papa Ken. I was talking about The Conjuring movie. I was waiting for you and Tosh to come in so that we could talk about it. But what I was saying is, I mean, it's a good movie. I actually liked it. I'm actually interested in watching part two. Okay. Not sure how it could be a part two unless it's that couple going around, excuse me, performing exorcisms. And that's another thing, that Christian element there, that Catholic element, that only a priest can perform an exorcism. I think it has to be high up, a bishop or something like that. Okay. And the Vatican has to approve an exorcism. Okay. I say, my opinion, I say, get you a magus, an advanced magician, if you're having these kind of issues, because these things do happen. Of course, they put them out for entertainment purposes. However, I was just reminded of so many examples when people had their lives turned upside down from dabbling into magic. And that I'm not saying that like as a warning or anything like that. I'm just saying the people who just dive in, they look at one video, oh, I can do that. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. Okay. I took a liking to Lorraine. Yeah, yeah, I like that actress. What's her name? Vera Farmiga. Her sister appeared on American Horror Story in a couple of different seasons. I have a question. Where can I find more in-depth books on occult symbols? I'm in the middle of being in magic. I used to want to be an exorcist. That's again, that movie has true elements to it. All right. I've had poltergeist activity before, fucking with these demons and angels and spirits in general. Okay. If you want, this is why, but I believe that the reason that you have to be high up is because you have to go through that training, but an experienced occultist can perform an exorcism. Absolutely. Absolutely. I would never want, no, I wouldn't want that job. I'll be really honest. The energy drain and just the spirits, those vengeful spirits like that, they tend to make people's lives hell. Okay. You had a question. Give me a second. I wouldn't be doing exorcism with a pastor. I do someone from the occult. Yeah, that would be my best suggestion. Go to someone that's in the occult. But let me answer your other question. I have a question. Where can I find more in-depth books on occult symbols on the middle? Occult symbols. Let me think. Probably Israel Regardie. He has a book on God damn it, what's his name? I brain freeze. Damn. Austin Osman Spare did sigil magic and was very good at it. Extremely. Any book by Austin Osman Spare, he specialized in sigilization. Find some books on chaos magic, like Hands on Chaos Magic is a good one. But there's a lot of books. You just gotta look. You gotta know where to look. Okay. The things in those movies do happen. Please be careful. Yeah. That's why they do happen. These things do happen. I was told I could bless houses, but hey, go for it. Use I don't know, blessing houses too. Things that have leftover energy, I tend to stay away from. Okay. I can refer people to somebody, but that's not my specialty. It's not what I want to do either. I'll be really, really honest. It's not something I want to do. Okay. But I know people who's up there that can do that. Papa Ken, all power to you. If you can bless houses, go for it. Not many houses are haunted or has spirits in it. My son almost threatened a spirit one time. I said, you can't do that just because of who I am. And his friend's house seemed to have a vengeful spirit in it. And it was known for doing all kind of crazy shit while they were there, right? So my son told the spirit, "You can't do nothing to me." I mean, real bold and shit. He was a teenager, by the way, but I was like, "You can't, you can't do that just based on who I am." You know, I'm the one who practices. I'm the practitioner. You know, just because you know me, we are related. Don't test spirits like that. You know, he understood, but you know, yeah. I forgot what they did to give me. I gave him some suggestions, but I was like, I'm not exercising shit. You know what I mean? Um, I can, I can do that. I don't want to. Shit, I'm gonna be flat out honest. I just don't want to. The spirits need somewhere to go. Remember in the end of The Exorcist, he got the spirit out of the little girl, but then it came into him, and he had to commit suicide to be rid of it. See what I'm saying? It has to go somewhere. Well, it has to go somewhere. It's going to go somewhere. It's going to host somewhere, you know? Thank you. I'm training and looking to take my magic to the next level. It's hard to find something that less European in nature because Black people don't like to publish it. They all these years later, and I see that this is still true. Black people like to keep the shit to themselves. And I say black, even though I don't like saying the word, but I'm saying black because I mean niggas. You know what I mean? There's very few practitioners who've actually given secrets out. Ain't that a shit? Ain't that a bitch? That's crazy to me. You know, and then you have melanated people who want the secrets, who want to learn, who want to train. That was what happened to me. I couldn't find anybody to train me. I couldn't. I tried. I promise you, I tried. I wanted a mentor. I wanted a teacher. Nope. That's why it took me so long to get to the level where I'm at now. I wouldn't, looking back on it now, I wouldn't go about it any other way. But I had to learn some kind of way, you know? So, um, LOL, not all houses. Nope, not all houses. All houses ain't haunted. I'm saying. You're just taking your time. Well, I wish you the best of luck, Papa Ken. You seem to have a good spirit about you, and good luck with that. And I mean that sincerely. I'm not being sarcastic. I mean, good luck with that. Seriously. Do I practice Heka, Egyptian magic? Absolutely. One of my favorite systems is Egyptian magic. Love it. It's powerful. You know, when I do shadow magic, I use Egyptian magic to perform shadow magic. Every system has some form of shadow magic techniques, but I gravitate towards the Egyptian magic. And Egyptian magic just seems really, it's one of my favorite because it's powerful. It really is. So yes, to answer your question, yes. Um, if you hit me up on email, I'll see if I can bless you with some books that you can have. As far as symbols, the cult symbols, at least get you in the right direction. Okay, I can at least do that. Yeah, my family does Obeah, and it's hard because every Obeah man or woman wants to keep it to themselves or charge a lot money. Yes, Donna, yes, that's exactly my point. I hate that shit. They don't want to pass it to nobody, black or white. They don't want to, they the only selfish motherfuckers that's around. You should want people who look like you to have magical secrets. You would think that. Nope, not niggas. Not at all. Niggas don't think like that. They just don't. Yeah, I said niggas. I sure did. you know, a real good movie on Obeah is Tales from the Crypt, Ritual. It's one of my favorites. I love that story. You know what I mean? You would think that someone in your family will pass down those secrets to you. Black people just do not do that, you know? So when somebody says, I'm not going to read this book on hoodoo, when the white people went and researched and recorded what they said, and people still won't do it because the white people edited, you're going to have a hard time finding a hoodoo book by a Black person. Name one. I can name one, and that is Zora Neale Hurston, Mules and Men. That's the only one I can name. If you talk about modern times, then yeah, Brother Panic. I think he put a book out. Okay. You know, but Black people, nope. They want to keep it for themselves. And this is why Black people lose all the time. This is why they lose. This is another one of the examples that I said 2 days ago when I was saying, how do you get a people to self-destruct? There's another one. Don't pass your secrets down to your people. You know, keep it shit to yourself. Go to the grave keeping secrets to yourself. Oh, dumb motherfuckers. But anyway, sorry about that. Hey, sorry I'm late. Was shopping and lost. Oh, Tosh, I know when you women shop, that's a wrap. Yeah. Here you go, Donna. I see what I can do for you as far as blessing you with a book or two. And Obia man was trying to charge $10,000 to teach one cow tongue spell. See, that's the shit I'm talking about. And then somebody was trying to do that to me as well. Charge me like $50,000 to go to Brazil to be initiated or scratched. It means the same thing. Like, man, fuck out of here. Like, seriously. But self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Yeah, this is how Black people always lose. There's another way. It is really nauseating when you think about that shit. You know what I mean? It's really just, it's pathetic. You know, here, Black people are in the most need of it, and yet their own people is keeping them from them. The ones who do know, keep it from them. That was one of my missions. That was one of my goals. Okay. When I started this path, that was one of my goals. I wanted to get to a point where I could teach it to people. And I'm very affordable. I ain't gonna cost $1,000 nothing. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is I focus on teaching you basics. Learn basics first. You got to do it for every other science and art. You got to learn the basics for magic too. All right, let me not get off on a tangent. Using Walmart. Worst part about it too, all my family that does obey aren't in the same country as me, so they can't teach me. Sorry, I'm sorry you're going through that. I don't wish anybody my path, honestly. 25 years, 25 years. In the ways in which I failed at some rituals and experiments, I wouldn't wish that on nobody. But it gave me some understanding on what not to do. So I'm sorry that you're going through that, Donna. I'm not even sure what else to tell you. Well, you got to be discerning too, because these people out here are unscrupulous and they want to teach you ridiculous amounts of money. I found a good person who does the crowning for the Orisha for $150, and she's a real priestess. Yeah, you have some out there. There are some out there, but for the most part, you got to look. You really got to dig for somebody who's not going to empty your pockets. You got to look. You know, unfortunately, I don't teach like Obeah. I know it a little bit, but I kind of moved past the ATRs, which is the African traditional religions. Okay, because they turned that into a fucking religion too. You know, there's a hierarchy that looked very fucking familiar to Catholicism to me, and I was like, oh nope, gotta go. there are others, other. My brain keep freezing. There are other systems out there that's even. What am I trying to say? It's is there other systems out there that are older. Let me put it that way. There are other systems out there that are more chthonic. They are older. Okay, so you may want to look that way. Okay, like the Goetia is older than Voodoo. All right, so the more chthonic a system is, the more powerful it is. Okay, just like if you ever, any of y'all ever watched True Blood? True Blood, the vampires, the older vampires were the most strongest. The most strongest. Did I really just say that? The older vampires were the strongest. So, be a sponge is my suggestion. I focused on one thing at the, you know, at the beginning. I only focused on one thing, but then I was like, I need to learn more. I need to learn more. I need to learn more. You know, I want to learn this. I wanted to learn it all. So that's what I did. And that's why it took me so long to get to this point where I'm at now. Okay. All right. I'm not going to keep y'all. Okay. Again, thank you for requesting the Conjuring review. It's a good movie. For a modern day horror, it was pretty good. I found it very entertaining. I found there were some scenes that made me jump. Not gonna lie, that like, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen a movie like that in a long time. Okay. But I think I may watch part two. I'm not sure how many parts there are to it, but I think I'm gonna watch part two. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm about to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Yeah, I've learned to branch out because most African things becoming religion. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I steered away from them. It's becoming a religion, just like fucking Baptist or Christian or apostolic. All that shit is religion. Religion holds you back. And matter of fact, that's what it means. If you break down the words in Latin, it means to hold back. All right, you can look it up. Okay. Anyway, thanks for joining me today. That is my review on The Conjuring. I will see y'all next time. I'm Magic LaCroix. Namaste. Yes, indeed, Tosh. I know I didn't leave yet. I just saw your message. Yes, there are some good horror movies in the 2000s. I didn't say that it totally wasn't, but what I'm saying is my preference is just the atmosphere. Let me just say this, then I'm gonna get out of there. Just the atmosphere of movies that came out in the 80s. Like Prince of Darkness, that was a scary fucking movie. Okay. And there wasn't a lot to it. Prince of Darkness by John Carpenter. Okay. The Exorcist, The Omen. The Omen was particularly scary. You got to understand something. I grew up, so I was a little kid when these movies came out. Okay. So, of course, I was scared. All right. So, anyway, that's all I got to say. All right, Donna, hit me up. I'll see what I can do as far as books. Tosh, you're going to have to catch the replay. I'll see y'all next time. All right, I'm out of here for real.